Ocio Tehidro, this is Fiber Grey Wolf of Native Voices Turtle Island TV. Today, our special guest is Miss Vaughnda Hilton and her mother, Pauline, of Native Nations Dance Theater, which is located in Philadelphia, PA. Hi, Vaughnda. Hi,
Hi, how are
Pauline.
you?
How are you?
Hello.
How are you?
All right. Sorry for the delay and thank you so much. I'm so honored to have you on the show. My co host is Miss Donna Coyne. She's a two-time winner of the Native American Music Awards and a spiritual person. And at the bottom is my other co host, which is my godson, Fierce Truth Seeker, a historian of the Red Road East on YouTube, and we're very honored to have you.
Thank you
So,
for having us.
yes, it's a big honor. You guys have been doing great things for a long time. I know you started the dance troupe 1996, but can you take us further back, Vaughnda and Pauline, of your
Sure.
calling into the circle and let us know some of your humble beginnings?
Sure. The company started in 1991.
Oh,
Um,
91, that far back.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But before that, we have always been involved with the circle here in Philadelphia. My mother used to take us out to the powwows at Fairmount Park, and she would teach us about beading and the dances and how to make God's eyes and dream catchers and all sorts of different crafts and things like that, trying to get my sister and myself involved in the culture from the time we were very young. And it kind of, it continued like that for years. And then we entered into the circle and we have been dancing ever since we were young. And my mother made sure that we had what we needed. She was teaching us how to make our regalia and uh, to put together all the things that we needed to be in the arena, to be respectful in the arena, and to honor the arena. So it started a long, long time ago. I was a young girl, so very, very long time that I've been doing this, dancing in the circle, and have been honored many, many times being a part of the circle.
Well, I do remember you as a fancy dancer, or our other guest is here. Hi, Wanda Pauline. This is Hondo Whispering Bull. He is a contest winner. Perhaps you have seen him at Shinnecock, and he's here also to cheer you on.
Oh, thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
all three of you have something in common: dance, theater, drumming, singing, the whole scamil.
Oh, great.
Yes, Pauline, I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you your involvement with the Indigenous Peoples Day. You're one of the fourth runners of that happening, that great happening. I mean, I was there for a lot of the events. I was there when I believe it got signed, but you were one of the visionaries. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, for me, this started about, well, more than 30 years ago. Um, I was called by
Wow.
Louise Bishop Williams, who was at that time a state representative, and she asked me if I knew that Native Americans were not listed on the rolls in Pennsylvania. And I said, no. I said, because, well, first of all, I haven't researched a lot about Pennsylvania. See, being Seminole and coming from Florida, culturally, um, there's a difference. So I didn't see the need to like go into the background of what's been happening here in Pennsylvania. But once she told me that, she said, "Would you be willing to go to Harrisburg with me?" And I, of course, agreed. And so I went to Harrisburg with her. Uh, at that time, she was trying to get a bill introduced, which was Bill 611, uh, for the state to recognize and honor the fact that this is Native American land. And uh, it didn't work out too well because there were other factions of Native American groups of the Lenape groups, two different groups, and things started getting kind of sour because the state representatives thought that somehow we were not asking for recognition, but someone wanted to start a casino, which wasn't our mission at all. And so the bill failed. I mean, before the bill failed, I actually walked out of the meeting because it wasn't suiting the purpose that I went there for.
Yeah.
So I walked out of the meeting. Once I started to walk out, others followed me. So that ended. But my mission did not stop there; it continued. And my cousin Pocahontas had asked me if I would be willing to help her form a committee and start a powwow uh, honoring Native Americans. And she asked me, what would we name it? And I said, well, we're honoring Native Americans. I said, I would suggest Native American Heritage Powwow, which was our first Indigenous Peoples Day program here in Philadelphia. We did get the state to recognize one day, which was, let me get this proclamation up. It was June 23rd, 2011.
2011.
Yes, they honored.
I was there.
Yeah, they honored Indigenous Peoples Day for one day because it was a proclamation. It wasn't a bill. So,
Okay.
and after that, we got no support from the state. So Pocahontas and I continued this mission ourselves. So every year we rented. All of the funds came out of our own pockets. We rented the park through the park commission. We paid for the turning on the Pico to turn on the lights in the park, so we would have uh, the audio system. Uh, I would go to the police and get the permission for surveillance. I would also go to the fire department to let them know that this event was taking place. And it was a lot of running around, a lot of work. And I got the city to do a lot of things to help us out, like passing out free things like and also Janie Blackwell. And for all of those events that we had, Vaughnda served as our MC and also our drummer for all except for two, which she was able to get Silver Cloud to drum for us. And that was through the auspices of Janie Blackwell, who gave us the money to hire them to do that. So it's been a work in progress for me for many years. Some of the people now who are a part of this Indigenous committee are actually newcomers. I really don't even know them.
Oh, okay.
And they really had no involvement from the beginning. Okay. Uh, the other founder, Pocahontas, is now passed away.
Yeah,
And
she was my good friend.
yeah, and Bear Bronzell, he's also passed away. Um, oh, who else passed away? And actually, I'm the only one from the original committee that's left. The new people, they came after the fact, really, and they've actually kind of sort of tried to actually take the credit for being the founders, but the founders of that particular committee was Pocahontas and myself.
Mm. Now, were you a part of Chief Buffy, or you were separate?
No, we were not a part of the
Southeastern
Southeastern Cherokee Confederation at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
there are
I'm
separate groups
learning.
here.
Yeah.
They're a separate group that was here in Philadelphia for a very long time as well. What I would suggest is if you have Levy Newell on, he was her vice chief, and he could explain a lot more about Southeastern Cherokee Confederacy and what they were all about and what they're still about today.
Okay, so they're still functioning. Um, you said that you were from Florida. Pauline, you're
Yes.
Seminole
Yes, I'm Seminole and Creek.
and
You see,
Creek, and
yes, the Seminoles came out of the Creek Nation.
yes,
They gained independence, I believe, 1836 from the Creeks because the Seminoles ran away out of Alabama and Georgia into Florida and created these maroons to protect the the Africans because the Creeks would catch the Africans and turn them back over to the slaveholders. And
mhm.
those Creeks that did not believe in slavery ran away. The name itself, Seminole, means runaway.
Seminole runaway. Hmm.
It means runaway. Um,
Right.
and
And
so
go ahead.
so so I do Seminole slash Creek because we actually came out of the Creek Nation.
Okay, and Vaughnda is Blackfeet,
Yes,
correct?
that's from my father's side.
On your father's side.
Yes, so it's on my mother's side and my father's side.
Oh, that's very
Different
interesting.
different nations. Yes, they met in college.
Oh, how
I tell
sweet.
everybody yes. So they met in
Oh, that's
college.
so,
Natives
oh,
traveled
that's so
all over the
romantic.
place. Natives are educated. They met in college at Florida A&M University, and here I am.
And here you are
Yeah.
Great.
See,
doing awesome work.
my husband's
Thank you.
people came from Alberta, Canada. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and as a matter of fact, if history is right, my husband and Vaughnda are descendants of Chief Bird Elk.
Wow.
Okay, uh, and as a matter of fact,
When the name
from,
was changed.
yeah, when the name was changed over, they made their trek down all the way to the Chickahominy River in Virginia. But when they got there, there was already a faction of Chickahominy there, and on the other side of the river were the Pamunkeys.
There's a
So
monkey.
yeah, so they were on one side. You had the Chickahominy. On the other side of the river, you had the Pamunkey. And
So he settled in that area.
yeah.
So, Pauline, you're quite a historian. Do you teach the history on the events that you do?
Yeah, when we do events, I put as much history as I can in. Sometimes we don't do a lot of history, but we try to do enough to bring people, make people aware of the struggles and what's happened over the years.
And we try to mention as many different tribes as we can. Being that our name is Native Nations Dance Theater, we try to show the different dances and sing the different songs from as many different nations as we can. So, when we do our presentations, of course, we have the history and we share about our own personal history, but we also share about the different histories of whatever land that we're in. So, for instance, when we do presentations here in this area, we always do some type of land recognition and acknowledgement for the Lenape because they were the original inhabitants of this area and they
Yes.
called it Coaquanac. So
Yes.
we always do some type of acknowledgement and land recognition for the original people of this area. And we sing our songs. We have songs that we created within Native Nations Dance Theater that also honor the Lenape and the Delaware, for everything that they have done to try to keep their heritage alive in this area.
Well, I have a short video of one of your achievements, and I'm going to air it now.
Okay.
I don't own the copyrights
Okay.
to this video. I think this is your video, Vaughnda.
Okay.
But I'm letting YouTube know I don't own the rights to this video.
Okay. I hope it's a good one.
Bear with me. I heard somebody come in and do something. Check outside too. Okay. 'Cause technology.
I don't even remember. Name all the places we've been at.
Yeah.
Do you remember this one?
Yes, I do.
I love it.
$400 and we're still here. Once we were many. We were happy, we were free, and we were a part of the world.
You'll hear almost like shots go off, as in guns, and you will see duck try to mix these shots. So the next song is known as the ducking guy. dog. Almost resembles a butterfly.
Give a nice round of applause for Keisha Wayne, everybody. And the native
you. Dancing in the background.
Mhm.
Back to your native heart, yeah. Oh, yes. How about that, y'all? How about it once again for Native Nations Dance Theater? The legend Zenora. My name is
Stephen,
Stephen
keeping all that
Wise.
music.
Montreal. Keisha in the house. Vaughnda son. Delvin Fiddler. Andrew. Annie. Vega. God bless you all.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
You know, the first song,
Awesome.
except for the last song, Vaughnda wrote those songs herself. They were originals.
Oh my God, she did?
Yeah,
Oh
they were
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, they were all originals.
Yeah, and the
Oh
last
wow.
song
Oh wow.
that was Steven's song, Stephen Wise. He helped me
Those
produce the first
Wow.
CD. Yeah, that
those
was
are
him.
beautiful.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
Panel, do you have any particular questions to ask about the performance you just saw?
I just like to comment that was excellent. Um, where if someone wanted to see that whole thing on, is that on YouTube?
Yes, I found it on YouTube.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Can we put that in the chat?
Yes, it's Native Nations Dance Theater.
I'll put it in.
You have it?
I believe that was the promo that I did for after we did the production there, and that was for the Awakening that we did in Canada with Stephen Wise, and
Oh, that was in Canada.
yeah,
Yeah.
that Awakening was it's what the show in Canada, the whole name of the production there was the Awakening, and there were many different things going on, and we were a part of all of the entertainment and spiritual goings on that were happening at this event that we went to in Canada. And I was just saying that Stephen Wise, thanks to him because he heard me doing rattle songs one day, and he said, "Yeah, you really need to be this needs to be recorded."
Mhm.
And I said, "Okay." So I scheduled a date, and me and my mom went over to his studio and we recorded those songs that you heard there. We recorded those songs in his studio, and about 6 months later, the CD came out, and it was really a great thing, and it was the first CD that I ever did, and it was called Kiva, and it was an honor to do it, to be able to do that and say that I have a CD and my songs were published, and but they probably wouldn't have been published unless he said, hey, this sounds really good, you let me produce a CD for you. And I said, okay, let's do it.
Now, Vonda, what is the name of the CD, and can we still find it?
Yeah, the name of the CD is that there might not be any out there in circulation right now, but it's called Kiva. And after this airs, I'll probably have to go and have some more made.
I hope so. That was very spiritual. Very
But
spiritual.
was it?
I
Yes,
saw
it was.
Donna smiling, my buddy. She's smiling. She's loving it.
I
Yeah,
put
it
the
was a
name in the
while
chat.
ago that CD came out.
Yeah,
It was a while ago.
quite a few years
Yeah.
ago.
Wow, but it was very spiritual, and
Yeah.
Thank
uh,
you.
I saw your son dancing in the back, grass dancer,
Yes, 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 yes. My son was
and
on
the
that.
other
Yeah.
dancers, and
We were on that tour, and Erin Washington, she was a former Miss Native Nations. Um, she went on that tour with us, and Teka and his cousin, they were from Six Nations, Tuscarora, I believe.
Hmm.
Tuscarora.
They might be Seneca.
Yeah.
I'm not really too sure on what their tribe is, but I just know they're Six Nations. So
Wow, they were sounding
it's been a
great.
while. It's been a while,
Wow.
but yeah, they did a really good job, and that version of our production is more like a concert. That's more like our concert. What we would offer as
Production.
like a concert, because it comes with the live music and the other singers and the flute player, and it comes with everything, plus the dancing and the drumming as well. So
Well, I read your biography, Native Nations Dance Theater. Uh, excuse me. One moment. Technology is something else. Native Nations Dance Theater Incorporated is a Native American dance company that presents American Indian culture and educational programs for all ages year round since 1991. Vaughnda is the main speaker, singer, all around dancer for NNDT. She also holds a Bachelor's of Arts in Dance and Theater from St. Leo University in Florida and a paralegal degree. She is a native history teacher and has appeared on radio, television, and in films representing the culture. She appears in several Native American documentary films expressing the Native experience in North America, including a permanent film entitled Who We Are, featured in the Smithsonian's National Museum of the American Indian, MAI. Other films, We Shall Remain by Chris Eyre, A Lost World, and In Pen's Shadow, produced by Tom Katz, a Philadelphia Great Experience series. Now it says for bookings, is this the same phone number? 770
yes, that's it.
769 6974. Okay, and a little bit about Native Nations Dance Theater Incorporated is the only professional Native American Indian dance. I'm trying to read it correctly. Native American dance company in Philadelphia that creates, produces performances, and has traveled to parts of the world, including North America, Central Asia, Europe, the Caribbean, the Middle East, Canada, and the Mediterranean. NNDT has presented on behalf of and for the United States of America, tribal entities and nations, the government, the Kimmel Center for Performing Arts, U.S. embassies, U.S. Mint, U.S. military, various arts agencies, university, elementary schools, tourism authority, and members of the royal family of England. Wow. While touring in London, we specialize in theatrical performances, but also cater our interactive musical and dance programs for auditoriums, theater, amphitheater, multi-purpose facilities, outdoor venues, as well as the classroom. Our award-winning interactive program includes native dances, explanations of the dances, hand drumming, singing legends, and audience participation. Wow, that's quite a resume, young lady.
That's a lot, yes. It's been a long time we've been
For
working on
real.
this, you know.
That is a serious resume.
Isn't
Very
that a serious resume?
long
Look at
time. Thank
Hondo, and
you.
he's a contest winner. He's like, wow, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, I want in.
You want in.
All of our dancers are contest winners.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
Wow.
well, he's a
all of them.
contest winner. He has judged at Shinnecock and a few other places,
Yes,
and
I've seen him at Shinnecock. We're
he,
there every year. We love Shinnecock.
Yeah.
yes, 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 and tell them the category you dance.
I dance Southern Straight. And, I've competed in Southern Straight, and like that. I've judged multiple categories. I've served as head man for a few different local powwows and things of that nature.
Stop being
Nice.
so humble, Hondo.
Awesome.
Come on, tell him what you got, man. You're trying to be humble.
He's also a black cowboy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Uh,
yes. I'm that. I'm a member of the Federation of Black Cowboys. Um,
Okay.
I'm a member of the Native American Church. I'm a singer of the Native American Church. Uh, I'm a peyote can maker. I make regalia. I make chokers and jewelry. You know.
Nice.
Um,
So we'll have to call you sometime.
right.
I just
haven't
think
done
it's
this
beautiful that you guys are meeting each other. You have so much in common,
Yes.
and we can't touch your resume though, Vaughn.
We'll have to meet on the trail and just chat it up. You know, we just have to meet on the trail and
Yeah.
What are your future plans?
for Native Nations.
Yes.
Well, with just to keep doing what we've been doing, and you know, a lot has changed since COVID. You know,
Yes.
we weren't able to travel, we weren't able to tour, we weren't really able to go into the schools and do programs because of everything was shut down. So for just about 2 years, you know, we really weren't able to do our programs.
Oh, okay.
And so I had my son working on doing and developing a digital platform. So that's one of the things that's in the works now. He's working on the digital platform where we would be offering programs through a digital means. So if in case this ever happens again, you know, we can still do our educational programs because it's so needed in the schools, colleges, universities, and everywhere. Um, and I can't express to you, and I can't really tell you how important it is that you know Native American education is in the schools, that it remains in the schools, and that it somehow gets into these schools all over this country because a lot of these children just think that Native Americans and indigenous people don't exist. And
Right.
we're there to teach them and show them that no, that's incorrect. And here we are. We're here to do programs with you all, and we want you to experience what we have to share, you know, as a people. And that's why we want to keep our programs going. So now after COVID, things are lightening up a little bit. We can continue to do our educational programs in the schools and around this, you know, in the surrounding areas. And we just hope to be able to continue everything that we have been doing.
Yeah. Our
Right.
mission is
Now,
to
correct me if I'm wrong. Vaughnda, are you a martial artist as well?
Uh-oh.
I try to keep that on the down low a little bit, but yes.
Looking
Yes,
fierce. You
I'm
got a lot of skills, right?
I am a fourth Dan in Shotokan and Jiu-Jitsu and have
Wow.
at one point in time was a state champion in Florida when I was competing in internationally in Florida
Ooh.
in Shotokan,
Oh
which is
wow.
Japanese
Shotokan.
art style.
Now there. Remember we did a show on warrior women. There you go,
Yeah,
fierce.
yeah. I need to get you on my show too. I need to
Okay.
get you on my television show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be
All those
awesome.
things.
Hmm.
She teaches
Absolutely.
a form of African dance exercise and Zumba. Could you tell us a little bit about that, Vonda?
Yes, you're talking about Afro dance, which is right now is 10 years in the making. I teach Zumba also, but my own fitness brand is called Afro Dance, and it incorporates indigenous dance styles and fitness. And I'm gearing up and getting ready for a show to spotlight my class. So I'm going to be doing featuring choreography that I've taught my class members. They're going to be putting on a show in the beginning of August, August 13th and 14th, at the School of the Future here in Philadelphia. It's a 2 hour show, and it's also going to be involving audience participation. So you'll get to see these dances that I do in my class and participate in them as well.
Now, did you create this African exercise
Yes,
yourself? Is something you
yes,
created?
yes. Afro dance is a genre of fitness and music. It's in the same genre as Afro beat. But my fitness brand is Afro Dance, AFRODANZE. So yes, that is my fitness brand. But you have to be,
Wow.
specific with the way you spell it, so people know that it is a fitness brand, and I'm not just talking about the Afro beats in general. Yeah.
I failed to let the audience know also that you're a champion dancer.
Thank you. Yes. And
I
so is my
remember you
mom.
when you were a puppy.
And she's done something that I've never even done. She's placed at, listen, the World Championships of Native American Dance. I haven't done that yet.
It's gonna happen, and you
So
got to put more videos on
I gotta keep
YouTube.
going.
Don't be
Yeah.
so shy. I had
Yeah, I gotta
to
keep going.
really look for that one. And I
Yeah.
loved it.
Thank
I
you.
love the concept of the two indigenous people from here and I guess you say Africa coming together and dance and spirit. It was really beautiful. It touched me greatly. I
Great.
really enjoyed it. I'm going to watch it again.
Okay.
Donna, do you have any questions to ask
Um,
Vonda and her mom?
yeah, I do actually. So with your Zumba, are you having a platform like in person, or are you
Yes.
doing it right now also? Would you be doing it like as an online platform, like through either YouTube or live? That
Right.
other people
Well,
can join.
I have a YouTube channel where I exhibit my choreography. So I
Mhm,
do have a YouTube channel that has um, there are 10 different classes on there, and they're for free. There are 10 different classes on my YouTube channel
mhm,
um, that feature all of the different styles that I teach. Um, so yeah, I have a YouTube channel, and right now I'm not doing like how do you want to say, a digital Zumba class. I've never. I think something gets lost there with the digital and the fitness, and they need that person right there in front of them saying, "Let's go." Squat a
yeah,
little deeper. Kick a little higher. you
yeah,
know. So I
right.
went back to work at the gym that I work at. I went back to work about a year and a half ago when they opened the gym back up, and they only allowed 25 spots at a time. And I have a class where previous to COVID, I had 100 people in my class.
Oh, nice.
So after COVID, they dropped it down to 25 for safety reasons, and now it's on the rise back again. So, with this show, Afro Dance, coming about in August, hopefully it will motivate some people to come on, let's get back in the gym, let's keep moving, let's get our bodies together because, we've lost a lot there. We've gone through an atrophy and everything, so we need to get it back. So, that's kind of part of why I wanted to do the show to get people off the couch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like me, for instance. Well, I know Fierce wants to invite you to be on his BronxNet show. I guess you guys can arrange something. He has a show or a cable program, Indigenous, and he's excited. And you guys can exchange notes,
Sure.
and that would be wonderful. And Vaughnda, can you give us your phone number and your email before we leave?
Sure. You want it now?
Sure.
Sure. It's 770-769-6974. It's at the end of the video too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
The video that you showed, it's at
Yeah.
the end of
Well,
it's
once we're not live, it's going to be automatically recorded on YouTube, so
okay.
they can watch it. And I thank you and Pauline so much. We've been friends for years. You guys are
Yeah,
so
I miss your
humble.
big hugs. You always give me this big hug as soon as you see me.
And we're both Eastern women's blanket dancers.
I
So
know.
we have a lot
I
in
know.
common.
Yeah, that's the one I became world champion at.
Oh, awesome. I haven't reached that level yet.
Wow.
I'm bowing to you.
No.
I just dance for fun, you know.
We just love dancing too.
I can't do it anymore right now. I have neuropathy in my legs.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. I mean, hey, I'm good.
You sure are.
I do it behind the
She
podium.
still dances.
I still do
Yeah.
it, you know.
Yeah, I saw you, young lady, on some videos getting down, you know, recently, you know.
She's dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was good talking to you.
And you too.
We have some plans in the future for, I know you guys did the Thanksgiving Day parade. We have some plans over in New York, hopefully with my extended family, the Ramapo Nation, for something like that, but Indigenous. So cross your fingers.
It
The
sounds
city,
good. Yeah,
the city
we all need to come
approved.
together more and do more activities.
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, well, we're all spread out, so you know, I
yeah.
guess COVID did something where we have to do social media and live
Yeah.
stream to reach out to each other and show each other love and support.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have to keep the spirit alive.
That's
Yep.
right, exactly.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
love you guys.
Love you
You
too.
know, in my Cherokee language, Wado, in my Lenape, Wanishi, I love you both.
In our
And
language,
Donna
Lenape.
and Fierce and Hondo, thank you for coming on and cheering our two guests on. Any more questions before we go, guys? This is my like my little team here.
We just
wanna
like to say Shona Beach to you in our language. And
Oh, that's
there is no word in our language for goodbye. So
Oh, thank you so much. And
Thank you
we'll
so
be in
much for
touch.
having us on.
mhm.
Oh, thank you so much. We were playing I think a tag back and forth trying to set a good date, and we finally made it, and everybody was
We did
excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But thank
we'll
you,
keep you
everybody.
abreast. Okay, sweetheart.
Thank
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All
Take
right.
care.
All right. Dr. Honey. Blessings.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Oh no.
Hold
no, no.
on. Donna.
Oh, the dog got hunting.
Doc